Hello everybody, this is Sonya and I am in Australia. And I'm going to work in this area, I hope. I'm in Australia and I want to come on here today and I want to show you how to put a mirror onto a piece of fabric. Now I did this before in 2016, okay? But the way I did it was different to the way I'm going to show you today, because I hope today the way I show you was going to be easy for you to do. Now I'm going to turn this on so I don't get so I don't go over time, which I did anyway yesterday. I'm sorry about that. I've got to stop saying that. Anyway, so I'm going to put it onto here when I get it done. Now, when I did the other way, I did it on the fabric, right? This time I'm going to do it by using, I don't know what thread yet. I've got a couple there that I just pulled out of the thread packet, but I'm going to I've got some little mirrors here that yeah, there's my round one. So I've got heart shapes and I've got some round ones, and I'm thinking another, oh, you've got a nice oval one, but this will come in time to you once you learn how to do. We'll go with a round first because it might be a little bit harder, but maybe not, because the one I'm going to show you today maybe not harder at all. You understand? Now, I'm got a needle. Let's get a needle, and it's all fallen off here. These bead ones come out of here so easy. They're just a little bit dangerous, I think. So we've got a needle, and it's a fairly good size one. It's got a thick, it's pretty thick, and I've got a I'm going to do this colour, this yellowy colour, and I'm going to use 6 threads. Now this is stranded cotton, and it can be like any brand you want to use, it doesn't matter. If you want to do this like a bit bigger so you can see what you're doing, you can also probably do it in wool or a thick crochet thread, anything you want to do it in. But you've got to take into account that you're going to be putting around something that's small like this, right? Now, to hold this onto the fabric, our piece will have to come in, in the edge a bit, right? What we're going to do is going to have to come in the edge a bit. I did this first by wrapping it around my fingers and making the circle like so to start with, and then you just put it on your can't pick that up. You put that on there and see when you finish that will be in a bit, right? Now, but the thing with that is it's not easy to hang on to. It's really not easy to hang on to. So I decided that I would use this glue stick, because this one, if I'm explaining myself properly, you need something that's not quite as big as your mirror, right? Not quite as big around as that. I do have this glue stick is too big. It goes right over the outside of your mirror. So pick out whatever your mirror is going to be. And the mum went straight past, so maybe the parcel man will bring me something later. Okay. I think I've got something that's supposed to be coming from that I bought. Okay, so that's, if you can see this, or you can't really because it's really hard to show you, but if you put it onto the mirror, I mean it's not even on the middle of it, sit it onto the middle of the mirror, you've got a little bit around all the way around the edge, okay? So it's going to actually hold onto the mirror when you do it. So let's do it this way, eh? I think it well, I've done similar but not this big when I was doing some stump work years ago. So we're going to wrap this around 2, 3, maybe 4 times, okay, because it's of the thread that it is. Now I'm going to cut a bit off. I'm going to have a long piece because I was doing one out there earlier on today, and it's I run out of thread, and that wasn't impressive because then it wouldn't work properly. Now you got to think about the fact that you want to get this off too, see, so you don't want it to be too tight. So thread your needle. I'll just try and keep that rolled around there. And thread the needle, which is a good solid big needle, and I thought of lots of things that you could do this with. We'll see if you had a bigger mirror, you could use things like bigger things. But I think I could, if I used a bigger thing like this, I'd need something more substantial. So I think maybe I'm going to try the oval one later. Okay, so with this one, when I'm putting this on my piece of work, I'm planning on putting it on a piece of crazy patchwork or something. But see, you need to do this first and put it on your fabric first, and then you can do something with it afterwards. You can't really put it on as you're going. I'm going to come back to the beginning here, so I know where I'm starting and finishing. And I'm just going to do a buttonhole stitch, which you bring down into there, and you hook it over the thing. So you've got a buttonhole stitch, right? So we're just going to go in there, and using the glue stick for a thing to work with. I hope this is going to be the right size. And just do all your buttonhole stitches fairly close together. And I can feel that this is still moving on here, so that's good. When I say it's moving, it's still not too tight. I imagine it will get a little bit tighter as I go along, but because those ends aren't joined together, hopefully it'll slide off here. And make sure when you're going through you don't pick up your thread, okay? Don't pick up your thread. The other one that I did actually fastens you have to actually do it on the mirror itself, right? On the fabric, on the mirror. This one here, you do it first and then you put it over the mirror. Now I've found different things on lace that have holes in them, like that you could actually use that to put over your mirror if you wanted to. But if you did this, I think this is a really cool thing, really cool idea. I watched a lady who was speaking in a different language do this one time, and I thought, well, I'll go back and do this because it's a lot, I think, a bit easier. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm saying it is anyway. But this is how you do this, okay? Now, if you think you're getting caught up too much, you can just use the back end of your needle if you're worried about getting it caught. But then again, that doesn't go under there very easy, does it? Righto. Really cold here today. Gee, we're having some silly old weather. So much for me starting swimming yet. I'm going to be can't go swimming, it's too cold. Why would you get out of bed and take yourself out there and get freezing cold? It'd be different if I was going in a car and I could get back here pretty quick, but after I've got out of the pool, I'd be frozen by the time I got home. Oh well, that's exaggerating just a tiny bit. Okay. Oh dear, I did a few videos yesterday. One I put up was a bit off, but anyway, sometimes when we're crafting, it's just it doesn't work for us like we'd like it to, does it? Especially when you don't feel like it. I'm going to just unravel that by holding my. You can see that it's spinning round because it's getting it gets all twisted, and you don't want to do that. So untwist it. Just hang it down, untwist it. And just keep going around here like so. Join your buttonhole stitch. It's not that far around here, but I'm hoping I can get all this done in one thing. If I don't, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll have to put up two. But I can show you a different. Well, I want to finish it off nicely for you so you can see what's going on. But with this too, you have the ability to change the shape, like to make it go around there. All you've got to do is figure out how far it is around there. I guess you could measure it. And I'd do that with a piece of string. I'd put the string around the outside of that. Then I'd put the string around whatever I was going to do it on, because as far as getting a measurement on something so tiny, with a ruler or a tape measure, it's a bit daunting. So you just I'm just unraveling this again, it's getting all twisted up. So I'm just going to you wouldn't think it was that far around this tiny thing, would you? Well, tiny, it is smaller compared to the other ones I got. I'm going to actually measure it for you in a minute. Now, I bought the little mirrors. I don't know whether I got them online, because I don't think I did actually. But I imagine that you can, and when I say little, I'd like smaller ones. But if you wanted to, you could get, these are actually mirrors, they're not actually plastic, they are actually mirrors, and you could probably very carefully break a bit off if you wanted to. You can make it, you make the square, have we got a square one in here? No, I must have left it out there. But you could make the square one round by just putting a round piece of work on top of it, couldn't you? Yeah, that'd be work for us. Birds out there singing away. Don't believe it. And my hubby, as far as I know, is cleaning out his shed. Well, he is. I think that's what he's doing. He went out there this morning to find something for our eldest daughter. And all of a sudden, I could hear all this going. Oh, and he come in and he said, I found me fork. I said, yeah, I've been telling you to go in there and find things. I actually went and bought him a new handsaw one day because I couldn't find his. They paid a couple of dollars for it because it was second hand, but still. And I think, I can't hear anything though. I mean, unless it's, but I heard him clearing out a lot of stuff out of it. And then he's going to have to come and get somebody to take what he doesn't want away for him to the tip, I suppose. Because he tends to keep stuff in there that's not necessary, that he was wanting to throw out. But if there's too much in the garbage bin, we just can't put it out anyway, because our bins are silly, the way they only pick some of them up every fortnight or something. That's a long time to go without your bin. Now I'm back to the beginning. I'm going to put another one in there because I want the hole all filled up nicely. Come on. I think I've got that in the wrong position on here, haven't I, really? There we go. So it still moves. It still moves off there. So now I have to go around there again because I just do. All right, so before I take it off, I'm going to hopefully get around here with this bit of thread. And I think I might need a new pair of glasses because I can't see very good up close. I hope that you can see what I'm doing. I know it's upside down, but it's not that hard to see, I don't think. So in every one of those, I'm going to pick up every one of those as I'm going around here. And I'm really worried about running out of cotton. Oh dear, that's a sad thing, isn't it? Because that's not going to work for me very good. I'm going to have to figure out then how to put some more on. Aren't I? So obviously you have to start out with a real lot because it's using it up really fast, aren't I? Ah dear. This thing that I'm doing, you can actually use it for any sort of embellishment. You don't have to have it through the circle on your mirror, do you? There's nobody said you had to do that with it. You just put it on there as a circle around anything. I'm not really pulling this as tight as what maybe I should, but I do want it to have some sort of I don't know, you want to be able to see. You can pull it really tight if you want to, but I don't want to. Well, not really tight, because you're going to have to get it off here. And if you try to keep the same tension as you're going, oh, am I nearly there? Oh, I've still got a bit to go. I've heard people say if they run out of petrol, get faster, so that, but I don't think that works, does it? If I go faster, I don't think this is going to work. I think I'll run out before I get there. It's a silly thing for people to say, but in many years, I've been here many years, so I've probably heard some foolish person say that, or seen it somewhere on TV or something. I don't know. I don't think it was anybody I knew that said that. Go faster so you don't run out. I don't think that'll work for me thread. And if I make it, it'll be some sort of a small miracle, because I think I'm going to be just too short. But we'll work out how to fix that, won't we? Okay. And we're hoping this is going to go over our little mirror. Put it over anything, I suppose, anything round. You could do it over a button if you wanted to, around the button, if you felt like that. Come on, Son, you've only got a couple to go. Isn't this incredible? Somebody out there must be praying for this to let me know if you did. Ah, dear, look at that, I made it. It was just like, I made it. And now I'm just going to leave that on there for the time being. I'm going to pull this off here. Come on. It worked. It should go like that if I turn it. Maybe I didn't put enough stitches along here, I don't know. Maybe just some of them need to be moved about, you know, to make it evenly around. I'm going to get my thing and I'm going to fit it in there. Now, if you wrap it around your fingers and try to do it, I'm telling you now, it took too much time and it was not easy. It was just always in the, you know, which is bugging me, something frightful. I'm going to put this on with glue because I'm only going to use a tiny bit in the centre just to hold it in place while I sew that bit on, okay? So I've still got some more minutes left, so I'll be able to finish this and show you what it looks like when it's done. Hey, how cool is that? Come on. Righto. I've only got a bit in the centre because I'm going to be stitching around this. Now, I have put this into one of those photo things, you know, a photo frame thing that you can get, because they work really cool. You know, if you buy one in a second-hand shop or something that actually had a photo in it, just take it out because it just clips over the top of that and it holds your fabric in. Now, the fabric is a little bit of, it's a piece of a linen napkin, and it's serviette, and it's really a little bit heavier than what, you know, because you need a little bit of weight to it, okay? Now I'm thinking too, this will look really good when I do a bohemian style bit of crazy work. Now I'm going to take this through to the back over here, okay? We're taking it through to the back, and I'm just going to, I think I'll have to end it off because I don't think I've got enough to go and catch it yet. I'll take that through the back and I'll get some more thread, and I'm going to try and pick up just a tiny bit of, I'll go behind over near where the mirror is, eh? Try not to go in the, I just want to get a bit of thread there so it won't come undone. Now I've gone underneath the mirror to end it off, so we don't want any, you know, businesses there. Right, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to thread it again. I'm terrible, I have a terrible scissor times, don't I? Scissors and glue. Never mind. Oh, here comes Hubby through the back door. I don't know what he's doing. It was awful filthy. Dirty, his clothes were filthy dirty when he came in here before. He probably hasn't cleaned out that shed for about 5 years. I said, I'm sure there's something out there I want. Just to, I bet you there's not, yeah. Whether he'll get it from me, I don't know. Don't know what it is. I often say to him, you know, something about he doesn't know where it is because he can't find it because it's in that shed. My craft room, I must say, I know where things are, sort of. Just got to look in that direction. I know what direction they're in. I'm going to just pull that around there a bit. Oh dear, I've taken that through, nearly pulled it out. Be careful, Sonya. I was just moving the, I hope that's not a scratch on it. I was moving that around a bit so it'll be, I'm going to come up where I went, so I've got to make sure I go past the, did I make a knot? Yeah, but you know what I'm going to do, I'm going to tie them together, these two, so that stays pulled through there, that one. So it stays pulled through, and then I'll cut off later. But I'm still going to be stitching around there, so it's not going to go anywhere, I hope. Okay, righto, so I've just come up through the end bit. There you go. Now I'm going to go around here with this as, you know, pretty every few stitches or something. I'm not going to have to do every one of them, I don't think, but keep it round and just stitch it up, come up through your your blankety stitch, and just take it down at the back, and then you'll have a piece of a nice circly thing. Keep it round. Make sure you keep it round. When you put your needle through, push back down underneath it, sort of like in that direction as far as you can without hitting the mirror, of course, because won't be good for your needle. And then you won't see these extra stitches there to hold that down. And the reason I did 2 rows was because we need it to come over so we could actually fasten that down like that, okay? So I'm just going to still go around here and pull that up there. Go down in there. Oh, my husband must have wanted me. I told him not to leave me in here for too long if I get caught up and forget to come out. Maybe that means it's lunchtime, is it? Lunchtime? Where's my clock? Oh, I don't know if it is. Anyway, I'm going to keep finishing this and then I'll go. I can't hear anything going. I'm sure he's probably having to need a bath anyway. Probably a bit grubby out there working in the shed. He often talks about the spiders he's got in his drawer out there. See, they live in his drawer. Great big furry things they are. I hope he's tricked me. I think I've seen one once many years ago, and you'd be hoping he'd be gone somewhere else by now. He said they don't hurt you. You open the drawer and they run back to the back of it, and well, okay. And if anybody's scared of spiders, I'm sure they wouldn't like that. I'm not actually scared of them if they're over there. They don't worry me. Wouldn't like one walking on me though, I don't think. Be scary, really scary that would. There you go, you got that bit there, right? How's that look? Pretty cool. Okay, got your mirror on. Now, we'll end that off again, the back here. I'll tie another knot. Why not? Why not have a knot? Oh dear, we've got pieces of... Whoops, that's the timer thing fell down. Okay, so now for the next bit, which is not hard, just a little bit tinier to work. I'm going to cut all this off here. Try to get rid of as much as I can. That's not going to stick. It's not going to hold. Why is that not working? Oh, come on. I'm going to stick a bit of glue on there because I don't think I want to have too much bulk on that. So if it's under the mirror, it'll be fine. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to undo these big father knots. Actually, I can cut this one off. It's not going to come undone because I don't want it to be all bulky. You don't want yours like that either. Okay, I'll tell you. Make sure we'll just stick it down with a bit of glue, eh? Just going to make that come undone a bit. This won't, if it's not sitting down flat, I won't like it. Come on. You could stick a piece of felt over it, I suppose. One of them felt circles I have. You can't see me, but I'm really looking here flat out for them. I don't know what to do with them. Okay, I know I had them in my hands earlier, but I don't know where to put them. So I can hear his shower, so I know that he must have done finished or whatever. Right, that's going to have to be put down, sitting down with something on top of it. Okay, I'm going to put a bit of paper over it. I just wanted it to glue on there, please. And then I can pull the paper off later, maybe. We'll see what happens. Might not have to. Okay, so now I'm going to put on some beads. Wouldn't that be fun? Do I want green to do this or pink? Oh, I've got pink here. What am I doing? Pink and really nice, what's the name ones would be cool, wouldn't they? Pearly ones. You know what? I don't have beads in here today. I don't think. There's some in here. I took my beads out to the other part of the house if I don't finish this off nicely, you won't see the real effect of it, will you? That it has. Look at it. Oh dear. See, I was nearly right. I nearly had everything organised. Just nearly didn't make it. I just quite nearly didn't make it to the... Oh, it's not what I need. They're the wrong colour. Oh, there's heaps in here, but I don't want to fiddle around in that. That'll drive me crazy. With the yellow ones on? Maybe not. Just hang on a second. Keep looking. No, I'm not going to pull that down. I can't lift it. It's too heavy. Oh, I can't believe this. I don't have any beads. Come on, Sonia, think. Where are they? Well, for a start, if I start in this, I'll run out probably. And that won't make me happy because there's not... Oh, hang on, there's some. I can't actually get my drawer open because I've still got stuff down in front of it. But I can use these, can't I? These big gold ones. That'll work. Or the pink ones off here. So I can see what sort of effect it's going to have. Alright, how's my time going? I've got 18 minutes. Gold, not really pretty gold, are they? Let me see. They get a bit lost, don't they? Really? They're too small. I'll use these ones that are in here. Now, got to get a bead needle because I'm not sure what the size of the bead's going to be, so... And I don't think I've got one of them fancy ones. I just think I've got an ordinary one here. I have to thread with needle and cotton. Actually, when I seen this lady that did it, she had a really thick piece of thread for hers. Because she... I can't tell you what her name is because honestly, there's no way I could tell you what her name is. Does it go through here? Yes, it does. Brilliant. I need more of those. Hope we got enough of them. But you know what? I can do as much as I can without trying to, without just getting too scared by it. I'll put these here just to show you what. Come back. Oh dear, everything runs that way. Come here. Okay, I'm not taking them out of the container until I'm ready to put them in the thing here, okay? I'm not taking them out of the container until I'm ready to sew them on. I'm just going to leave them in this container until I'm ready to sew them there. Alright? Sorry, people. They just bowled away on me, didn't they? Oh dear, don't do that, Sonia, it's not working. Oh, crikey. I need enough thread. I don't know what possessed me to do that because, oh, crikey, I'm panicking. Stop it now. There's no need to panic, Sonia. It's fine. Everything's just fine, okay? You're doing good. You're doing all right. You've still got 16 minutes. Surely I'll be able to find a few beads. I'm going to have to put this... I'll have to do 3 strands if I can. So I'll pull one out at a time because I don't know why I took 2, but I do it this way, and that's just how I do it. So other people hold them apart and open it up, but I thought it was easier this way. That I've been doing it now for years. So what I did wrong before was grab hold of too many. I'll put 2 through at a time, and that's just not going to work for us, is it? Okay, so let's do this. Okay. Please go through the eye of the needle. You see people on here threading things with these fancy threading things. I'm going to only use two thicknesses now because that's all I can get through there. Okay, to start, isn't it? You'll be able to see something, hopefully. The idea is what we need, righto. So we're going to come up here behind the, that's my piece of paper, behind, at this part of your mirror, and I'm just fair on the edge, okay, because I don't want it to be too wrong. And I'm going to make a stitch there. Did I do that wrong? I'm supposed to put the stitch there, get the bead, get the bead. It's amazing, isn't it? I can't find anything like them pink ones now. Put the bead on, mess on me. Sorry, got glue on everything. Go through your bead with your needle and put your bead in the centre of that. I think that's too big, but must have did that wrong, didn't I? It doesn't matter because this is going to be fancy no matter what, isn't it? Really? What do you reckon? We're just going to make some sort of a fancy thing anyway. We're going to put this up through here. Hopefully it's the same length. Maybe I could have used a thicker piece of thread. I hope you're not too disappointed in the outcome of this, because it really, you know, can be whatever you need to put it down. But I'll show you this bit, and then you can do whatever you want to, because we're making like a daisy stitch and holding down the bead. The bead might be a tiny little bit too big, but you can see it, and it doesn't matter to me today. I'm not going to be too worried about it, because I think I'll probably use it anyway. I will, because by the time I get round here, I think this is going to look really cool. Don't you reckon? Come up there. I'm actually going, probably because of the size of the bead, I'm going across probably 2 stitches at a time. Make sure I come up there in line with these ones, so when I put this one in, it's the same size. It comes out the same distance. You could make them in different distances if you wanted to. I guess I picked these beads because that is actually a high up sort of thing, you know. I didn't for any other reason pick them, you know, so they're... Why am I not sitting this down properly? Why is it not working? But just sew it, Sonya. It'll be fine. I question everything. And it's going to look really nice. I'm going to go back down in there. Come up here. I need to pull that through first, don't I? And then put my bead on. Come on, I've got a lot that are a bit lighter colour. I'm not going to use them because they're not got a sheet on them. These ones are shiny that I'm using. That one's not. I'll have enough because I know I've got more somewhere, I think. Anyway, I could just leave it like that, couldn't I? You know, you don't have to have any rules on this. Do halfway. It's going to look good when I do it all the way around, don't you reckon? Hey, you think? I think it will. I'm sure it will. I suppose you could put this bit round and then go around and put some beads on separate, but why not do it all at the same time, and then it's all done for you. I think I've got glue sticking my finger to my fingernail here. That's not good. Okay. Right. That's better. I've still got a bit of time to go, so I'm not bored, so if you're not, I'll keep going, eh? Might even get it done. And then you put this onto something, you know, what you want to. Make them put them on your skirt, put them on your gypsy journal, because it is really easy way to do this by putting it onto the stick, the glue stick, or something the same as round as. Come on, you must have more of them in you. Don't do that to me. I've got these two here that bolt across the way, haven't I? I can get them out of there for a start. I've got one. I've got two. Righto. Let's hit the one there. I can scratch around in a minute in that pot and find some more. Okay. So if you get a knot, don't panic. Nobody panic if you get a knot. Just twiddle with it and it'll come undone. Don't pull it too tight, whatever you're doing. When you first go to attack it, just keep it pretty loose. Now, I would have been a bit happier if I could have got a thicker thread through there, but I don't think this looks terribly bad. You know, I think it looks okay. And it's easier for you to see what I'm doing, hopefully. And then you can do it yourself. I think this would look good with a cabochon, you know, too. I've done, I don't know if I've got any, let's not go by the wayside here, so you keep going. I don't know if I've got a cabochon that I can actually use with it, because you need a little picture, I suppose. You get a little picture, and the cabochons that I got are very thick, except for some plasticky ones like that I bought. Whoops, forgot to put the thing there, didn't I? See, once you start talking, Sonya, you get sidetracked and it all goes haywire, doesn't it? All goes wrong. So we'll go back through here without having to unthread the needle. Keep this bead there. Oh. You get fluffing things about, don't you? Okay. Okay, let's do this. Right, get this one on. I've got 8 minutes to go before I have to turn this off. I hope I'm not making them out there too far. I don't know if I'm putting enough on there, really. That's not too bad. It's not really nasty. There's a piece of fluff or fur, something, hair, something there that's in my way. You'll be able to see lots of interesting things through this mirror. If you can make any of it out, of course, that is. I forgot to pick that up there. I just put it... Come on. You nearly did it again. What am I doing? Ah, dear. You nearly made it, Sonya. Mucking it up. Oh, you nearly did it. I need people to know that this is not necessarily going to happen to you, but if it does, it's okay. We just continue on, because it will work out in the long run for you, okay? It will work out. Oh, dear. Very good. Now I've got that through there. Thread the needle. See, maybe I'm going out too far with those. Look, that's a shame, isn't it, Sonya? Oh dear, you can't put all that effort into something and just leave it like that. It just doesn't work for me. Look at that, I'm going to have to take a couple of bits out. Nobody worry about this, because I really will just do it really quite quickly and nicely. And you won't have to panic. The only thing I'm worried about is losing my beads, because I need them. I've got about 4 here to undo. These here, they're not close enough together. They look, you know, like an afterthought on things. And we don't need that. If you don't ever do a back stitch or anything while you're doing your sewing, you won't need to worry about taking it undone, because the back stitch will upset you, but you can still get it off there. But you know, we're not doing any of that sort of thing. I've got molds of thread on this, but that's only because I didn't want to run out. I've been too careful. Do you think I start? Oh yeah, I don't want that one there either, to be honest. If you don't do it properly, it won't. It's not a good idea if you don't do it properly, because then you learn to do it the wrong way, and that's no good to you. Okay, do it properly first, or fix it. You know, I mean, I had a bit of a practice this morning, but I didn't do this. I didn't get nowhere near this far, because I just tried it. I tried that middle bit with the by putting it over my hand, my fingers, and it was really hard to work. And then when I come in here, I thought there must be something that I can get that I can use as a temp, you know, to make it over. So there was, and I did it, and I'm really pleased with the fact that I come up with that. Well, I thought of that idea, you know, and so I fixed that. Look at me here, aren't I tangled up a lot? Wow, I am. Way bad, Sonia. What have you done? Because I didn't fix my thread properly when I just started taking off flat out after I'd pulled all that undone. You have to wait and organise yourself, you know. You don't want to be... Don't rush things. I try not to as a rule, but now I've got 3 minutes now, and I'm not going to be able to show you what this looks like now, because I haven't taken my time and made it nice. Hang on a minute. Impatience not good. Usually I'm not. It just depends. Okay. What's happening here? Oh, cobble this up something frightful I have. Don't use the point of the needle because it'll make your thread all go peculiar on you. That's why people use wax on their threads when they're doing beads and things, because it doesn't get tangled up and it stays all. But I don't like the feel of it myself. It's not something that I enjoy doing at all. It's not good. Now I'm going to go back through the back because I need to be on the other side. Come on. Righto. Now do a little daisy bit. Okay. Put a bead on. Tell you what I'll do. I'm going to show you the house that I was making the other day, and I'll show you this finished as well the next video I make, okay? I'm going to show you the things that I've finished that I haven't showed finished because everything's come to a halt as far as my battery and my time on this thing works. I don't know why, but then again when I'm thinking about it, I'm doing probably a couple of hours at a time on this camera. So I guess that's enough, is it? I don't know. So this is, I've got 45, I've got 1 minute and 37 seconds to go before it's 45 minutes. And if I go any further than that, it's going to end badly for me. So I'm going to have to go. I'm sorry. I will have to go and cobble that. This end tail here needs to be cut off because it keeps curling up around everything. Right, I will get rid of that. When the bell goes off, I'll have to go and do something else. I'm thinking I'm putting these probably in the same place that they were anyway. What I'm looking at here. That's not pulled tight enough. That one. I keep telling you this is not as hard as it looks. I can make it look hard, you know me. You know me, I can make it look good. Righto, so when I pull that down there, I shouldn't pull it too tight, these little pieces. See, I should just go like that and then pull that one through. And then it looks a bit better, doesn't it? But I worry that that's not... It looks a bit baggy, doesn't it, that little thing? It's not too bad, though. It's okay, Sonia. Don't worry about it. Okay, so now I'm going to finish going around there because I have to find some more beads. But I hope that you like that. It will look really good when it's done, I promise. Okay? So thank you, everybody, for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.